The sun was dipping low when an old wooden door creaked open at the Iron Wolves Motorcycle Club. Conversation stopped mid-sentence. Every biker turned their head toward the entrance, and standing there was an 11-year-old boy with a black eye and a backpack hanging off one shoulder. The kid looked terrified but determined. Robert, the club president with a silver beard and steady eyes, leaned forward from his seat. "You lost, kid?" one biker asked. The boy swallowed hard. "No, sir." Then, after a shaky breath, he said the words that froze the entire room. "Can one of you be my dad for one day?" The silence that followed hit heavier than thunder. Robert's gaze softened as he noticed the bruise around the boy's eye, fresh, raw, and painful. "What's your name, son?" "Justin." The boy explained, haltingly, that his school was having a career day next week. Everyone else was bringing their parents to talk about their jobs, but Justin had no one. His real father had died in Afghanistan 4 years ago, and the man his mother was with now, Dale, wasn't exactly the kind you wanted to bring to school. "He gets mad when my mom's working," Justin whispered. "Yesterday, he said I was useless, just like my dad." The bikers exchanged looks that needed no words. Every one of them had felt that kind of pain. Robert stood, his leather vest creaking. "What time's career day?" "Friday, 9:30. Room 204. Robert turned to his crew. "Who's free Friday morning?" Without hesitation, 32 hands went up. Justin blinked. "All of you?" Robert smiled. "All of us." Friday morning. The classroom buzzed with excitement. Parents in suits, uniforms, and dresses filled the room. Nicholas, the class bully, smirked from his desk. "Who'd you bring, orphan boy?" Justin looked at the clock. 9:29. No sound but his heartbeat. Then came the rumble, distant at first, then shaking the windows. 32 motorcycles rolled into the school parking lot, chrome shining under gray skies. Every head turned as the bikers marched in, leather vests, boots, and steady gazes that carried stories of their own. Robert entered first. "Morning," he said calmly. "We're the Iron Wolves. Justin asked us to talk about our work." The classroom fell silent. Then Robert spoke about discipline, teamwork, and loyalty. Ben shared how they raised money for children's hospitals. Diego told the class how he'd once been a foster kid until brotherhood gave him purpose. Finally, Miguel stepped forward. "I grew up thinking strength meant hurting people," he said quietly. "I was wrong. Real strength is protecting someone who can't protect themselves." Even the teacher was wiping her eyes. Nicholas's father, a polished lawyer, looked like he wanted to disappear. When it was over, Robert turned to Justin. "You asked us to be your dads for a day, but real family doesn't expire in 24 hours. He rested a heavy hand on Justin's shoulder. "You're stuck with us now, kid." Applause filled the room. For the first time in years, Justin smiled without fear. But the story didn't end there. When Dale saw the video of the bikers visiting Justin's school, he exploded in anger. That night, he stormed into the house, drunk, furious, and ready to hurt someone. "You think you're special now?" he slurred. "Got your little biker buddies?" He raised his hand, but before the blow could land, the front door opened. Robert stepped in, followed by Ben and Diego. Their presence filled the room like thunder. "Evening, Dale," Robert said calmly. "Jennifer gave us a key." On the table, Diego dropped a folder. Photos of Justin's bruises, reports from the school nurse, and messages Dale had sent to Justin's mother. "You've got 2 choices," Robert said. "1, you pack and leave tonight. 2, we file everything, and by morning, you're in jail." Dale's rage melted into silence. He packed his truck and disappeared into the night. When Jennifer came home, she broke down in tears. Robert handed her tissues. "Because that boy was brave enough to ask," he said softly. That night, Justin slept peacefully for the first time in years. Weeks passed. Justin's grades improved. His mom smiled again. But Robert noticed something else. The bully, Nicholas, had grown quiet. Turns out, Nicholas's father, Tom Bradford, the same lawyer, was battling his own demons. He'd lost his wife years ago and drowned his pain in alcohol. Robert and Ben visited him. "Your son's drowning, and you're too numb to notice," Robert said. Tom broke down that night. With the club's help, He got sober and slowly began rebuilding his relationship with his son. Months later, Justin and Nicholas stood side by side at the clubhouse, sanding wood for a shelf. No more enemies, just two kids learning to build, not break. Years later, graduation day, Justin stood on stage in his cap and gown. "Family isn't just who you're born to," he said. "It's the people who show up when you need them most." In the back row, 32 bikers stood tall, wearing their vests with pride. Robert handed Justin a folded leather jacket with a patch that read, "Honorary Brother, Forever Family." Justin grinned through tears. His mom whispered, "Your dad would be so proud." Justin smiled. "Which one?" And for the first time in a long time, everything felt right.